Good day, friends, and welcome to episode 12 of The True Born of Azan's Crucible. I'm Icon, and today we're in the midst of the year 2355, and it's been a couple of years since the last episode, and the Empire has seen a really prosperous and good time there. So all our colonies are now pretty strong. The smallest ones on the outer worlds of Fankor and Tiam are now reaching the point where they can cultivate their first buildings and reach towards their specializations a bit. And the other worlds right now featuring system capital complexes already, or planetary capitals, and they will see these upgrades, well, not anytime too soon. Right now I'm building gene clinics all across the Empire to accommodate a higher style of living. Pretty much every planet features at least a what are they called, the smaller ones? Well, the memorialist and death cult buildings, in short, to keep the roleplay flair of this civilization alive. This reflects in a pretty hefty society research and unity output. And the big things that have come up are, we finished the Harmony tradition, and I picked the Transcendence perk, and that's the full unlock of the psionic potential. So yeah, the Azanti are now a fully psionic species, and this opened up a new situation, and that's how to breach the shroud, whatever that means. I wanted you guys to partake into it. Meanwhile, we're modifying the Azanti species into more habitability, because I felt like that reflects their way of living best, because the Azanti were all about claiming the unclaimable and living right next to death itself. So apart from that, my fleets have grown quite substantially. We're by now featuring battleships. Let's give you a little show here. The Hate class featuring large weapons of the kinetic and laser feature of the laser technology, and yeah, a pretty standard weaponry, but it's solid. It's gonna work against other large ships. So yeah, and the research now is heading further towards extra large weapons, because I want to have those extra large ships one day. And we were quite busy catching up with all those smaller technologies I left over. All the strategic resources are now claimable. Pretty much all the buildings on the planets are now upgradable. So a lot of the basics have been covered by now. So politics-wise, the nation of Rufaya tried to go aggressive on us, but since their fleet power is now pathetic compared to mine, they stopped with this endeavor quite quickly. The Agarian regime, meanwhile, is good friends with us. We're featuring commercial pacts, defensive pacts, migration treaties, just like the Othethes and the Zablu megacorps. So overall, the Azanti are now the heart and the center of a big power cluster in this region of the universe or galaxy, with only the nation of Rufaya being a outsider. The First Church is one of the most scary things out there. They are overwhelming to us in every aspect, and recently I put up my third envoy to improve the relations with those grumpy old rocks, because I see the Azanti as quite militaristic, but not warmongers. They are still spiritualistic. They're still a spiritualistic society, and they are now a theocratic dictatorship. So basically, I consider them a species that would only wage war if provoked, or if they would see it in any other way necessary. So the scavenger bot should be by now crackable by my fleets, so let's take that project next.
A study has been completed.
So it's going to take a few days until my fleets are in position, but well. So technology proceeds at a really good speed by now, and the discovery tradition is now the last tradition left to discover here, and well, I'd say we're on a good way to galaxy-wide domination. So let's go for a more mining station output. To Thel Prime, more food, and my output here is mostly okay. Wow, why is that? Though my ships are consuming now so many alloys now that they're in motion. Well, that's the cost of a strong military fleet. So apart from that, we're going to... Oh, look at that! The rocks opened their borders. What a few envoys can't do. So, yeah. There's still a species on Theon Prime which I could uplift, but I'm not interested in that right now. So, the Azanti are now a species with the bioadaptability, or no, adaptive trait. So, habitability plus 10%. I felt like this is pretty fitting to my species. Okay, but next step, I want to breach the shroud, and I guess it's going to be a horrible idea, and it's possibly going to be the downfall of my civilization, but be that as it may. And we're going to open the underground vault on Raman Prime, because by now I got the necessary technology points. So, mining district for Mihil Prime. Another generator district for this wonderful planet, alongside with a gas extraction well. So those relic worlds were really the biggest accelerator for the Azanti Empire. By now, I think they are a really powerful species, and I could bring up a way larger military than I am right now. But, well, I don't want to overflex my naval capacity too hard. So, the Agarians defeated their first Leviathan, so the Churk awakened their psionic abilities as well, so they took that step a moment after my people, a few years after them. Because I got that same message when I took the perk as well, so I guess the Churk now picked that perk too. So the
A special project.
let's see. The Great Vault on Raman Prime has been unsealed. To the surprise of our scientists, the vast complex behind the massive vault doors housed millions of survivors from the ancient nuclear war that once ravaged this world. Despite their limited resources, they have managed to maintain a self-sufficient society for centuries. What the? They were wary of our scientists at first, having never encountered aliens before, but also deeply grateful for our help in opening the vault. The vault contains large stores of equipment and machinery that was specifically designed for rebuilding civilization after a nuclear holocaust. It can only be operated by these aliens, but they seem more than willing to join our colonists. Yeah, we will. We will rebuild this world together. Yes. Well. I don't consider these slaves. No. That's fun. So, Bacturian. Let's check those out. Tomb World Preference, Industrious, Talented, and Decadent as well. Well, they're going to be besties in no time. Alright. Well, terraforming is by now also an option, so, well, I could possibly just, just do what we said here, rebuild this planet together. But first, let's remove some blockers. So, what to build on this planet? They are already featuring their religious buildings they need. So, well, there's really nothing too necessary on this planet. Awesome. It's always a good sign. That means my empire is running quite smoothly at this point. So, well, I'll just whip up more, here, a gene clinic on this world. Because I feel like gene clinics reflect luxury and progress very, very well. So, let's see. My fleets are in position now. Wonderful. So, let's try and take down a Leviathan. I hope that I'm going to be enough for that. So, civilian repli complexes, that's really good. That's the next upgrade for my... what's it called again? Consumer goods production. So, wait a sec. I want a research ship in position, and I want the construction ships en route as well. Because there's going to be a lot of commotion here in a moment. So, more generator districts. So,
a belligerent fleet has been engaged.
Let's tune down the speed and attack the scavenger bot modulus. Okay. So, yeah, okay. It's both fleets. Here they are now. So, this looks like we're fighting against the Death Star somehow, but, wow. Got a lot of ships by now, I would say. So, yeah. I'd say the scavenger bot is no match for my fleet at this point. The once imposing hulk of the scavenger has been reduced to a scorched wreck of sparking machinery and hemorrhaging fuel lines. As our battle-wearied combat ships make their finishing passes at the flagging automaton, the scavenger makes one final attempt to engage its hyperdrive. Unfortunately for the robot, the damage inflicted upon its central systems appears to have proven too much. Its exposed core glows a blistering blue-white as its engines engage in overload, the luminance rising in heat and intensity until a series of core breaches tear the construct asunder. The ragged regent of the fact system is no more. So I'm going to gain one tech for sure, and one of those maybe. Alright, so let's see. First up, wait a sec, the ISS Chroma doesn't have a scientist on board. Okay, let's change that. So, survey, please. Survey. And, Marauder missiles. Well, okay, that's high-tech missiles. Neutronium materials. Ooh, neutronium armor. Nasty. Nanite repair system. Oh my gosh. This is really nice, but I don't have any nanites to work with. So let's see. I gotta wait for my fleets to capture the or well, my scientists to research that. Okay, so just overgear yourself and go right into that Leviathan. But I gotta say, those rewards are quite juicy. I think, yeah, 1.3k. Oh, it's gonna be costly again. So only moderate losses, only a few. We lost a few corvettes on this fleet, and I lost a few corvettes on the other fleet. So just small ships. Not even a big ship was destroyed there. So, Azan's Crucible, we're going to whip up a holo theater, so to bring this planet up to some fun. Yeah. So, Tianki Conservation Act. I'm against that. Okay, next up, how long will it be for breaching the shroud?
A special project is complete.
Just when I was up for it. After days of being locked in a hypnotic trance, our psychics in the conclave of telepaths have finally managed to open a brief gateway into the shroud. That doesn't seem like a smart idea, but I think spiritualist people that they are, they would be obsessed with this idea. Now that we have established an initial psionic link, we will be able to access the shroud, though, through the contacts menu in the future. To make any kind of meaningful forays into this realm and meet the beings who dwell there, we will likely have to make use of special psionic emitters to extend our psychic reach. Yeah, great. I like that. The Shroud. It is unbelievably strange and unsettling, but also immediately familiar. Anyone with psionic powers will have seen this place in their dreams, though they likely did not know it at the time. We linger now at the precipice of this realm, not far from the empty void of the in-between that serves as the boundary between here and normal space, or what we could call the real world. To venture deeper into the Shroud will require great effort on the part of our telepaths, as well as a large amount of energy. We must not dally. Even now, we are being watched. Yeah. Reach into the Shroud, of course. So, we have found a tiny space within the Shroud that has a concentration of psionic energy that is of a magnitude we have never before seen. Any psychic that managed to successfully tap into this pocket of raw energy would become immensely powerful. But there is only enough for a single individual, but there are risks involved. There are only 3 individuals in the entire Trueborn of Azan's Crucible that possess the psionic strength needed to tap into this energy pocket with any hope of survival. Of course, we're going with Fane. So, there we go. To a certain somebody, I hope you're enjoying the story. So, it is done. The entire Shroud seems to shudder as the psionic energy pocket is drained and its power transferred to Fane Cathene. Only a handful of individuals in the history of the entire galaxy has been gifted with psionic strength of this magnitude. May the spirits have mercy on our souls. Fane Cathene is now the chosen one. Let's check that out. Yeah, you guys, you want another tribute? Yeah, take some minerals. You go away, you filthy beggars. I don't care. So, let's check this out. The Chosen One. Monthly influence. Immortal. Yeah, I just immortalized this guy. Great. I don't know if that's going to be great, but it makes up a great story, I'd say. And this series has always been more about the story than about min-maxing and winning the game, because, well, that's also an interesting aspect of the game, but not the most interesting for me. So, let's keep going here. And, so I'll bring up more, transporters. I'm building a combat fleet since quite a while to oh yeah, let's whip up psionic armies. Ooh, that's gonna be nasty. So 10 more of those. And
a special project is complete.
So I researched the ancient mining drones. Well, gaining mineral station or mining station mineral output extra is a really good thing for me. So worker unemployment. Yeah, I just there's just not enough jobs for the lower stratum. Okay, new traditions. Leader experience gain increased. Yeah, sure. So yeah, we got the Chosen One on our side. I like that. So, meanwhile, the ISS Chroma is researching the fact system, and the ISS Demeter is reaching the closer vicinity of the fact system pretty soon. Civilian replica complexes, wonderful. So I'm really eager to grasp or grab the next bigger spaceships too, but one thing at a time. So Empire Sprawl is a little bit over the boundaries again, and so Azan's Crucible now has a lot of upgrade options here, so let's just keep going. The fact system features a pretty high mineral density, and apart from that, I'm not sure. Let's just claim the system and see what happens afterwards. I was hoping that there would be something exciting, but well, sometimes there is, sometimes there isn't. So yeah, technology research is now soaring these days. Oh, Grand Embassy Complex. And yeah, there's I'm almost not able to orders opened. Oh, the nation of Rufaya is also repealing their isolation, so I'm almost not able to stay behind the expansion and the upgrading process on my planets, but well, that's just the regular tedium of the mid to late game of the game, and the nation of Rufaya changed their mind again about that. Well, pity for them. So turns out I need way more generator districts here. So fact has been claimed. Now let's build a few mining stations, and that's that. So I'd say from this point on, the migration, yeah, sure, you guys are or stone bros. I mean, basically they are very similar to my kind. So quite sad about that influence storage overspill, but it's always like that. In the mid to late game, I don't know what to do with my influence anymore at some point. So I'd be very happy about ideas what to do with that stuff at some point. I'm always ending up with a overproduction of that. So crystals, we're super filthy rich at this point, basically. Artisan output plus, so shield harmonics, there's the good stuff. So Grand Embassy Complex, and you might notice how quickly technologies are right now being discovered. It's quite wonderful. So the future plans will be to just keep going here, and I'm going to finish the dig side in another episode, but not not during this one, because I don't feel like there's enough time there. So whatever threat I might be provoking with that dig site, I think we're now pretty ready to tackle that. And also my mineral storages are now full, so yeah, let's definitely buy some more alloys and go crazy, conquer the galaxy and such shenanigans, because that's what those stockpiles are made for. So overall, I'm quite happy with the development of the Azanti civilization. I whipped up a lot of big shipyards, as you can see here. The Bazanak station features 3 shipyards. Well, here, UKEX Beacon features 3 of them too, but they're not even busy. So, yeah. My fleet power is quite big, and it's going to be even bigger now that I looted that neutronium armor technology. And, well, pirates in the Othana system. So, cute. And Bayandazad. So we have crystal mines. There's still moats missing. It's insane to have so many of these worlds which feature extra rare materials. Like every single extra rare material. It's pretty amusing. So overall, habitability modification. So, well, don't know if I really will need that, but oh, we just destroyed those pirates. Zap. So good times. So I'd say let's go megalomaniacal and research towards the L-Gate insights, and I guess that's what's going to happen to the Azanti. They feel like they're unkillable now, and that's a good point to go further. So my personal further goals will be in the expansion of my star bases, but that's something I'll do off camera. So basically my goal is to amp up my naval capacity big time with extra building parts on the space stations, because I got room for 12 star bases, and I think there's definitely a third fleet in it. So I want to have a third fleet. But the preparations for that are going to be made between this and the next episode, because I think the Azanti are at this point a rising force in the universe. So yeah, other species are still on a higher technology level, so I guess I still need to amp up on that end. But well, we're gonna get there. I'm pretty sure we're gonna get there, especially once I have all these upgrades rolling, and let's just build more research labs. That's not the issue. So friends, thank you so much for watching. I'm going to tune out at this point, and as usual, oh, there's a machine uprising. Let's wait a moment before I tune out here. The Imor's League of Stars is seeing that the Silicon Nucleus. This is, if I remember correctly, a mid-game crisis. This is actually a large-scale event, so let's see if I can make contact with the Silicon Nucleus. Driven assimilators, so, well, their power is pathetic compared to mine. Equivalent fleet power, so that would be, well, we could be friends with them, but, well, they're so far away. I don't think I need to do anything about them. The Imor's League of Stars, though, let's check those people out, and then we're going to end today's episode. So, here we go. Federation builders. Well, I don't know. I'm going to keep an eye out on that situation here, because that machine uprising might be my problem at some point too. So yeah, now, thanks for watching, friends. Drop a comment down below. I'm super curious to hear from you, as you know, and leave a like, leave a subscribe. I would be deeply appreciating. So next episode will be well, in the year 2400, or when something else interesting will happen. So yeah, I'd be happy if you tune in again. See you then. Goodbye.